Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can generate content for your folktale stories. So let's get started with the AI we can use. And I told you we can use ChatGPT, or you use another AI called DeepSeek. So you can either use ChatGPT, okay, or either ChatGPT, or we can make use of DeepSeek.com, which is another AI. Okay, whenever you want to start with DeepSeek, so just click on start now. Okay, all right, so let's get started. Now, how do we generate content for our folktale stories? And I told you, don't just use anyhow prompt. If you just use something like a general prompt, like write me a story concerning this, concerning that, you see, all this AI will just give you a random no, they will just give you a random stories that will not even look nice. For example, let's try something like this. Write me a story, or let me just say a folktale story Amaka the village girl. All right, so let's see how it goes. So looking at this story now, you see now, just say Amaka the village girl, the magic calabash. Long ago in the peaceful village of Noma, there lived a kind and hardworking girl named Amaka. She was daughter of a poor widow, Mama Nkechi, and spent her days helping her mother on the farm, fetching water and taking care of the household chores. Okay, wore and smile and treated everyone with kindness. One year, a great drought struck the village. The rivers dried up. Okay, farmland cracked and food became scarce. The villager prayed to the gods for rain, but the sky remained cloudless. Desperate, Mama Nkechi fell ill. I think it gave us a really nice story. Okay, it gave us a really nice story here, but that's not the kind of prompt to use to give. This one is just like a general story. We still need some kind of prompt, that we try and make sure this story get more interesting, for the viewers. Okay, so that viewers can understand. The story should be super concise and very simple. Okay, all the English used must not be too big for people to understand. Okay, so we need a prompt like this. Although we actually we have a story like this you can work on, but let's try and use this prompt. Okay, look at the prompt. Sorry, I want to copy this. So the prompt says, look at the prompt now. Say write a scary Reddit story. Okay, so look at this now. This one, the story will be more concise, and it will add a lot of suspense, and all this kind of prompt will make the story more unique. An African folktale story about a wicked prince. So we are not going to use this. I'm going to change this. I'm not using a wicked, let me just say about Amaka. I can still use the same thing. Amaka, the village girl. All right. Amaka, the village girl. All right. So tell it from the point of view of the person that was exposed to the event. Can you imagine that prompt? Okay. The story, look at it now. The story should be based on realistic events. So we don't want a generic content. We want the kind of story that look real, that everybody will try and fall in love with our story. Okay. So the language needs to be simple. We don't want too much of English so that people can understand. Don't use complicated words. So start the story with a short hook that portrays the most unsettling part of the story. You can see the kind of prompt you want to use to generate our story now. So I want you guys to note this prompt I'm using. You can just pause the video and try and copy the prompt so that you too can use it for your folktale story. Okay, so you should start the story from a short hook. Okay, just like a suspense. Okay, the beginning of your story, people will be more eager to know much about this story, as in they will not understand the beginning, so they want to find out more about it. So after writing your prompt, then you click on send, this icon there, click on send. Okay, so let's wait for ChatGPT. So imagine now, it's still the same story, but I've changed the prompt to make it you can see now that this is a short story. I told you that if you want to generate content, you make sure that your content is around something like what do we call it now, like 3,000 words or 4,000 words that you must generate. Okay, so what I will do now here is I will try to copy this again because the story is too short. So I will copy the same prompt. Okay, I've not changed anything, just copy the same prompt here. Let's cross check. Okay, Amaka, the village girl, tell you from the point of view. Okay, so I will now say make the story longer, and make the story longer. Okay, add twists and suspense, okay, to the story. Those are all these things. Those are the things that make up an interesting story. Make the story longer, add twist and suspense to the story. Okay, or you can even add something like a cliffhanger. I told you the meaning of a cliffhanger. Okay, now whenever someone is written about a story and the parts of the story is unclear, so you get, for example, now maybe someone just came in suddenly and maybe he met someone just came in suddenly. Okay, maybe husband and a husband just came in suddenly and he discovered that he discovered some unusual thing in the house. He noticed unusual things in the house as the person was trying to enter his own house, that is the husband. Maybe he found out that he was seeing belongings of a man inside his house, that kind of man will beginning to suspect what is happening. Is my wife cheating? Something like that. Sure, you get. So maybe along the way, the story now end there, or the video now stop there. You will not know what happens. So those are the questions that will be ruminating in your mind when you are watching that kind of a video. You'll be asking, is the wife cheating? What happens to the wife? What did the husband find? Why is he behaving like that? All those things, that's what we call a cliffhanger. It's very, very important in a story also. So let's click on send. See that ChatGPT will make this story more longer now. Okay. So it's not compulsory you use ChatGPT only. I told you can also use DeepSeek. That AI is also good. All right. So you can just try the AI out also for more prompt, but the two of them cannot give you the same story. All right. So let me copy. So you copy that, copy it, and when you copy it, you start a new document. Okay. How do you start a new document? So you press this place, click on this icon that look like a plus. You can see the plus icon here. So when you click on it, all right, click on it, it will ask you choose template or new document. So which one do you want to do? So what you have to do is select new document. Okay, because we are choosing new document. All right. So what I'm using here, for the sake of the people that are watching for the first time, this app I'm using is called Docs, Google Docs. Google Docs is on Play Store. Just go to your Play Store. All right, go to your Play Store and download Google Docs. That's the app I'm using, Docs. All right. So once you download it, you sign in this app. So this is the Google Docs I'm talking about. So you will see something like install here instead of update. Me, I've already downloaded it. That's why I'm saying install. Okay. So this is the story we have copied or we have generated. Okay. So let's generate more because our story is not yet complete. It does not reach 3,000 words. Just say continue the story. All right. So just type continue the story, or you can just say write more. All right. Look at part 2 now. ChatGPT can try to expand the story for you. All right. And I told you, whenever you want to compile this into a video, make sure that it is 10 minutes and above. Okay. Make sure that your video is 10 minutes and above, so that you can earn more on it. If you like, you can make it episode by episode. You can start posting it small. All right, but make sure that it is 8 minutes and above. So let me copy this. So that's a continuation of our story. So make sure that you understand your story very well. Read your story. So let's check the word count. How many words do we have here? So before that, let's save. How do we save this document? So you see something here. You look at the top here. Look at my arrow. You see untitled document. Okay. So that untitled document, click on it. It will bring you to the name. So let me just say Amaka, the village girl. That's the name of the story here. All right. So I want to check the word count. How do I check the word count? Okay. So just come to the 3 dot here. Just look at my arrow. See now. Click on the 3 dot there. So when you click on it, then you see something like word count. You click on it, so it will tell you the number of words that is inside what you have copied. You got the number of words. I have 1395, which is still smaller. I told you you should have like 2000 to 3000 words. So let's generate more of this story. So you write continue again, so that ChatGPT can still give you more. Just type continue. So this is the part 3. This is part 3 of this story. ChatGPT has broken it for you in different parts and section. Okay, so you copy. So let's see. Now, because I'm using, let me clear this for you guys. So let's check the word count now first. Let's check the word count. You can see the word count is still 1808. Okay, so because I'm using this, you can see my prompt here. Because I'm using Amaka the village girl does not imply that you too should go and use the same thing I'm writing about. Okay, look at it. This does not imply that you should go and write about Amaka the village girl. If you do, you write something about that again, our story might be similar and YouTube might give you copyright issue. Okay, just find a topic by yourself. It's not really hard to get a topic. It's not really hard. You can just think of a story. You think of a story, what makes up your story, or what do you want to be in your story. You can just say, okay, I want betrayal. I told you, you can say, okay, I want betrayal to be in my story. I want when you are talking of betrayal, that means that kind of a story will involve maybe two lover. Here you get, it will involve like two lover that maybe they love themselves and at the end they did not get married. That's betrayal. So betrayal can come in any format. I hope you get that. So you can say betrayal, or you can just think of another topic, which is sufferness. You want sufferness to be in your topic on your story. You can just think of the story of a poor widow. You can just say a poor widow, a lonely widow. Maybe her husband died at a tender age, and the widow was. So you can just say, write an African folktale story about a poor widow. So you can see that we can talk about perseverance. Maybe someone that whenever you talk about sufferness, you talk about perseverance. That one, the two of them, they are together, because anybody that is suffering, we have to persevere, long suffering. That person, we have to endure it. Okay, that person, we have to endure it. I'm just giving you story ideas that you can use for ChatGPT to prompt you a story. Okay, those are story ideas. So if you don't want to use that, okay, you can tell a story. Maybe if you want to write a scary story, a story that involves this forest. You talk about story of forest, maybe Ajirija forest. You too, how do you get ideas? You can watch movies, all these Igbo movies. You watch movies, you read novels. From there you get story idea. Okay, you can start reading a story and you get idea from there. You can get idea from anywhere. Okay, so that's how to get idea for your story. In fact, there are a lot of story ideas that you can use. Okay, I've given you a lot of them now. Okay, so you can talk about maybe Anike, the tomato seller in the village. ChatGPT can write about that. Alright. Maybe Anike, the tomato seller. Maybe one day she encountered a ghost and started selling tomato for a ghost. I'm giving you a lot of story ideas. Something that, just think of a strange thing that can happen. Something unusual. So you make sure that all those things be in your story. You instruct ChatGPT that I want something unusual to happen in my story. Something weird, something scary. So ChatGPT can just form a story for you. Okay, so let's continue. So once you are done generating, for the sake of this video, I will not bother to read my story, but I want you guys to read your stories so that you understand what you are writing about. Okay, don't just write a story and just copy and paste everything, you not even check it, and you post it. You yourself that want to post a story, you not understand it. So how do you expect the audience or the viewers to really understand what you are writing about? Maybe there's an error, because ChatGPT can make mistake. Maybe there's an error there and you not even bother to check. So how do you expect that to be? Okay, so that is very, very important. So read your story, understand it. You can do any addition you want to do. Make sure it is interesting. From reading your story, you can add something to it. You can minus something from it. So after reading your story, the next thing is you try and check grammar. How do we check grammar? Some people don't normally do that, but for me, I do that a lot. Check grammar. So you can choose any browser of your choice. So type www.grammarly.com. www.grammarly.com. So you press search. Whenever you search this, make sure your phone is desktop site. Click on the three dot here. Okay. So once you click on the three dot there, so you scroll down here. You select desktop site. I believe you can see that. So you tick desktop site for the Grammarly. Very, very important. I think I entered the wrong address. Grammarly.com. Click on desktop site, or else it will load error for you. No, this is not where we're going. Or do like this, just press Grammarly on Google. Grammarly. So just search under the Grammarly. So look at the first website here. That's the site. So click on it. And make sure you are using desktop site, don't forget. So because I've already signed in, you might not see this thing as a first timer. So what you will be seeing is Get Grammarly. That's what you will be seeing. Okay, you see something like Get Grammarly is free, or Get Grammarly for free. So what you have to do is just sign up and register. Okay, assuming let me see if I can sign out, so that I will just simulate that for you and see how it will be. There is not something that is hard. You just try and register with them. Register with your Gmail or email address. So once you register and it takes you to this place, so you come to new documents, new demo account or new document. Okay, so you paste some of the things that you generate here. You can just select all. It can collect everything. Select all and you cut. It's either you cut or you copy. Okay, let me cut. So you paste it here. Dismiss this. You will discover that at the right hand side here, Grammarly will try and list all the errors. Here we have all the errors here. You can see now. So what you have to do is to be clicking on those errors one by one. So you see now that I have clicked on it and you correct it. So once you click on it, you click on use this version. You'll be clicking on assets. Whenever you see this type of suggestion, you see now that this pro suggestion. Whenever you see pro suggestion like this one, you can't correct it because it is asking you to pay for the Grammarly premium. Whenever you see pro suggestion like this, just click on dismiss, that is beside it, dismiss. Okay, you dismiss that. So other one that is not pro, you will see assets. Let me show you the asset. You can see it now. This is the asset. That's what you click. Okay, try an asset. As you are accepting it, it's correcting the grammar. Okay, so you're accepting one by one and you correct all the errors that is there. Okay, when you are done, what you have to check for now is the correctness and the clarity. We have correctness and we have clarity. Okay, the two of them, you have to click on them and see if anything is pumping up. You see now that nothing pumps up. You click on clarity, nothing pump ups. Click on correctness again and check. So that means all the errors have been corrected. So once you are done, you copy it back to docs. Select all. You copy everything or you cut it back to docs. Very simple. Okay. So once you do that, now that we have copied and we have checked grammar and you have made sure that you've read your story, don't forget, you have read your story, you understand your story. So next thing now is to generate a voiceover for our story. Voiceover. What do you mean by voiceover? I told you the text version of your script or of your story will now be converted to audio. Okay, and we can use different tools. Number one, we can use Clipchamp. Okay, you can use Clipchamp, okay.com, or you can use 11 Labs. But let's first use Clipchamp. Make sure you are on desktop site. Okay, I've shown you how to convert your browser to desktop site. Click on the three dots here. Alright, and come to this place. Make sure desktop site is selected here. It has been selected on my part here. Okay, so let's go to Clipchamp, the first option. So you click on try for free. You click on try for free, that is, you try and sign in. Okay, all right. So There are different methods for you to sign in here. I want to sign in with my Google, so you continue with Google. Choose your account, any account of your choice, and sign in. So make sure your browser is on desktop side. Don't forget, once you sign in, you see something like this, text to speech. Just watch my arrow on the screen. Very, very important, text to speech. So that's what you select. Okay, text to speech. So once you select that, they are trying to show you an update of what they have done so far. Okay, you can just click on next, or you click on dismiss if you don't want to see it. Okay, so once you are done, just come to this place again, text to speech. That's where you click, text to speech. So once you click on text to speech, make sure your browser is on desktop side. Okay, then you look at your left hand side. Let me switch to more better network. Sorry.